Hello everybody and welcome to the assembly video of your shoe bench with coat rack. So first things first, let's open the box and take out the parts. Gently place them on the floor next to me over here. Here we have our plush bench. We'll open that in a sec. And our instruction manual. And then we have our shoe rack that goes underneath. We have our legs over here. Braces. And our coat hanger assembly and a bag of screws and Allen keys. Okay. All right, first things first, we are going to take one of our legs, particularly the one with the hole in it here, but I'll tell you about that soon. And we are going to fit our shoe rack underneath. So this one simply just slides into place like so. And we are going to take our screws. Now it's going to be this particular screw that is marked A on your assembly manual over there. So 2 screws, take your Allen key and let's screw this into place like so. Take your Allen key and tighten the screws. That's number 1. And let's do number 2 here at the bottom. Oopsie. Okay. Make sure that your screws are secure in place, but don't do both at the same time. So just fit them in place, and then afterwards you can always tighten when you're very sure that the wooden pieces align very well. So now for our next step, we're going to take one of our braces over here. Now you'll see that the braces have holes on the one end and they don't have holes on the opposite end. So these holes should face inward when assembling. Now for this next step, you are going to require these screws. They are marked B on your instruction manual. And along with that, we are going to need this little lock nut that goes into place over here. So I'll show you. First things first, this little assembly goes in over here and you line it up like so. Now we're going to take this screw, push it through here and make sure it lines up with the lock nut that we placed on the inside, like so. Okay, take our Allen key and let's screw this into place once it's lined up. We take our Allen key and we'll just screw it into place. Like so. There we go. And now we do the same on the opposite side. So take this brace again, take your little lock nut, place it into the hole, make sure it aligns with your screw, and just press it through like so. Take your Allen key and screw it into place. Like so. Okay, now let's do the exact same on the opposite side with the other leg. Let's work from the bottom to the top. So we're going to take our screws. Again, these screws are marked A, and screw them in at the bottom. Like so. We'll take our Allen key and tighten them. Screw them into place like so. Let's tighten this one. Okay. Now for our next step, same as before, we're going to take this screw assembly and this lock nut. I'm going to put the lock nut into place over here and simply just screw it into place. Same with the opposite end. Again, place it in here, make sure they line up, and just screw it into place. Let's take our Allen key. Over here. And there you go. Now, the next step is going to be relatively important. So we are going to fit the bench to the top of our rack. But you'll see that there is a hole on the one side. Now this hole must line up with the leg that has the hole over here for your screws. This is for attaching the pole that goes straight through this assembly over here. So they need to line up. So again, I'll say this hole must be on the same side as the screw hole over here. So you'll really notice that one of the legs on the one end has a hole for screwing the stand here into place. Okay, so how we're going to go about this is we are going to take our bench and we're going to place it on the floor. And then from there, we are going to turn our rack upside down. And you'll see that there are many little holes here, 12 little holes. And we are going to line them up with the holes in our bench and our foot at the bottom. We're going to take our long screws marked A and we are going to fit them into place. So, best to lift it up like this, make sure it lines up with the hole, just press in and just screw one in on the one end, and we'll take Another one on the opposite end. Make sure it lines up and fit it into place. Once these screws are in, the other ones should line up really easily, much more easily. So let's do one here. Oh. Fit one on this side. Let's turn it around and do the screws on the opposite end. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ooh, this one's not lining up. Let me see. Oh, whoopsie. And our last one. Okay. Now, we can turn it back the same way and take our assembly over here. You'll see it's cut out in the shape of this piece of wood over here. So what we're going to do is just simply push it through and line it up over here. Now, here you have a smaller screw. Now this smaller screw is going to go into place underneath over here. So we're going to take our Allen key and screw it into place. Oh. There we go. Now, to this next assembly, we're going to add this little piece over here. We're going to take our top half and screw this into place like so. Fairly simple. And then we're going to take our little coat hanger pieces over here and screw them into the holes provided. So one over here, one over here, one over here, over here, and lastly over here. And there you have your assembled shoe bench with coat hanger.